with that in mind, sort of with an overarching theme of they tried to warn us, but now here we are, and I think the only solution I can find is in art and music, as that's my form of resistance, and that's why we have put together this festival this year. It combines the things that America does best. We make movies and we make great music, and we always have, and that's why the world loves America, is for those reasons. It is a thrill to put all this together. I want to give special note to the man who is playing for you before the show, the Noir City musical director, Mr. Nick Rossi. Fabulous songbook of jazz classics, jazz and pop classics that he'll be sharing throughout the festival this year. And in some cases, Nick will actually be up here providing a lot of great knowledge about the musicians that you'll see in these films, in addition to all the Hollywood people that we will talk about. Okay, you're going to get it. During the course of these 6 nights that we'll be doing this, we will explore this theme of music and jazz and noir and how it all mixes together. For the die-hard noir heads in the crowd, the movie that you are about to see is the closest thing to a traditional noir film that we're really showing this year. And to help us kick that off, I want to bring up my colleague who has been doing this festival with me for a number of years now, in addition to hosting his own Arthur Lyons Film Festival out in Palm Springs, which is coming up very soon. Please welcome to the stage, Alan K. Roden. Those of you who have been coming to this festival for a number of years know that probably we have shown more movies that started out as books and stories by Cornell Woolrich than any other writer. He is on the page, he is the undisputed king of noir, and you are about to see just one of the many adaptations made in the 1940s of one of his black novels.
Yeah, this actually was named after a Cornell Woolrich novel. They didn't change the title, The Black Angel. And this is, how can you not want to see a movie with Dan Duryea and Peter Lorre running a nightclub? What's really interesting about this movie, a number of things. The Dan Duryea looks like he's the piano player in the movie. He's doing the piano playing, and he actually is doing the piano playing. Dan Duryea learned how to play the piano for this movie. So when you see him playing the piano, it's not fake, it's not dubbed, it is really him. And Dan Duryea, this was a big picture for Universal. The director, Roy William Neal, who had this kind of avuncular English mien, and he was actually born near your hometown in San Francisco and pretended he was from England for some reason. Basically directed all the Sherlock Holmes movies with Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce, and could not have tea time at 3 o'clock. But this was a $600,000 movie for Universal, which they could squeeze a nickel hard enough to make the buffalo keel over in 1946. And it is a really terrific movie and quite a faithful adaptation of Cornell Woolrich.
It is also the first of many movies you're going to see in this festival where the musician has a substance abuse problem. This will become, I'm sorry, this will become a running theme in the festival, so you better get used to it now. If you were planning on going and getting tanked up at Musso across the street before you went home, you will think twice about it after you watch what we're showing this year. I'll be there. But twice about it, right? That's all I'm saying.
And some of the numbers that Duryea plays in this movie, some of the songs, one of it is very apropos for him, The Continental Gentleman. is in here. The only part that they left out for Duryea was his habit of slapping people,
Yes.
Particularly women, which was acceptable in those days.
Well, that's interesting because this was really Dan Duryea's breakout film as a leading man. He was never the leading guy in his movies before this. Fritz Lang, of course, saw his potential as a world-class heel when he cast him in Scarlet Street, and The Ministry of Fear, and The Woman in the Window. And in all of these films, he would, at some point, belt his leading lady. He'd smack her right in the face. And according to, his publicist, this resulted in truckloads of fan mail from women who loved that stuff. Yeah. Hollywood PR. Yeah,
They
right.
wanted to rescue the intrinsically good Duryea they saw within him. And our late friend Richard Duryea, who Eddie and I met when we restored Too Late for Tears, that was 12 years ago. Richard said that when he and his brother grew up, they grew up on Mulholland Drive, and he said, my dad we were forbidden to watch any of his movies. He was absolutely the opposite of his screen image. He was a Boy Scout husband, didn't go to nightclubs, was a Boy Scout troop leader, and they had a summer home up in Lake Arrowhead. And
Stop! We don't want to tell him he's such a nice guy.
Yeah. Well, this is going to show what a great actor. This is going to show what a great actor Dan Duryea is, because he convinces you that he is a slime.
And this movie was promoted in the trades as saying this is the first time an actress escapes unscathed from dangerous Dan Duryea. And that would be June Vincent. This was a big role for her as well. And also, you'll see Broderick Crawford is also in this movie, playing the Bulldog cop, which I guess was kind of typecasting for him.
Wally Ford.
Yeah, and Wallace Ford as well. And it's just a very, very cleverly made movie, beautifully photographed, and Cornell Woolrich hated it. True to form, he hated it, didn't like this movie at all. But I'm positive you won't. I think you are going to love this film. How many folks have seen Black Angel before? Yeah. See, that's not
a majority that hasn't.
Majority that hasn't. So we're going to get this party started. Buckle up, but here's my thing. I know on opening night there's a lot of front runners here who come and they want to see what this is all about, and they want to stay for the first movie. Think seriously about sticking around for the second feature tonight, because it's a 35 millimeter copy of this rare film that we had imported from England. There's no prints in this country, and it's a real rarity.
Why would Warner Brothers keep a print of one of their films in America?
There are probably Warner Brothers people in the house.
But no, it's, as Eddie said, Blues in the Night is a terrific film, and you'll get to see Elia Kazan act.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's it for this one. Are you ready?
Woo!